Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create this twisty letter animation in Adobe After Effects. Now, the original concept is belonged to an Instagram channel called Pixrate. So, with a huge shout out to Pixrate channel, let's start. So, here we are inside Adobe After Effects, and now let's begin. So, I'm going to click on New Composition to make a composition. Now, the width and height is set on 1080, which is good. The duration is 50 seconds, which is too long. I'm going to change it to 5 seconds. And the frame rate is on 24 frames per second. Now, I'm going to click on OK. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a background for my layer. So I'm going to right click in here, and then in New, I'm going to click on the solid, and I'm going to press OK. Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to press Ctrl+I to import my texture into composition, and then I'm going to press S to rescale it, and lastly I'm going to set the mode on overlay. Alright, so here's the background composition that we have in here. Now it is time to create the text. So before I start adding the text, I will press Ctrl+R to set up some guidelines for myself, and I will tell you why in a second. So I'm gonna create a text. So I'm gonna write Friday for the text, and I'm gonna snap it to here. And now what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna stretch the text using the stretch menu in here to stretch it all the way to my guidelines. So this should be good. Alright, we don't need the rulers anymore, so I'm gonna delete them. And now what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna align the text towards the middle. So here's our text. Now on the next step, we need to turn this flat 2D text into a 3D one. Now there are many ways in order to create this type of effect. But for this video, I'm going to stick with the Cinema 4D renderer instead of Adobe After Effects, and I'm going to show you how you can create a 3D text by using the Cinema 4D renderer. So on the first step, right click on your composition and go towards the composition settings. Now on the 3D renderer, change the render type from the classic 3D to Cinema 4D. Now keep this in your mind that when you change the renderer into Cinema 4D, you will gain access and lose access to certain features in Adobe After Effects. So for example, you will lose the blending modes, layer styles, track mattes, and masks, and so many things such as motion blur. However, you will active the extrude and bevel text and shapes, which we need for this video. So I'm going to press OK. Now, as you see, nothing happened. But if I click on my text, and now I click on this little cube icon in here, I will turn my text into 3D. Now, as soon as I do that, I will have two more options in here called geometry options and material options. So if I click on geometry option, and if I change the camera view to custom view 1 so we can see better. Now, if I change the extrude option, as you see now, we have some depth for our text. So I'm going to leave the extrusion to something like 25. I think it's good. But now all of these texts are white. So we need to add some color into this text. So before we do that, I'm going to right click on text, and in create menu, I'm going to create shapes from text. All right, so we don't need this text layer anymore. So I'm going to delete it. Now, what I will do is that I'm going to go towards the content menu, and I'm going to select all of the layers. And in add menu, I will select front, and then I will choose a color for it. And then I will do the same thing for the back side. Now, if I press R to reveal the rotation and I start to rotate on the Y axis, as you see, we have a red color on both front and back of the text layer. So that is good. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to write color in here, and I'm going to turn these colors into white. Okay, now that I have done that, I'm going to click on fill option and I'm gonna turn the fill into a pinkish color, like this. So let's make sure that we select everything. All right, good. Now what we need to do is that we need to animate the text. So the animation is pretty simple. I'm gonna press R to reveal the rotation, and then I'm gonna set a keyframe on 0 frame, and on 1 second, I'm going to rotate it for a complete 360-degree rotation. Okay, so here's the rotation that we have, and I'm gonna apply standard easings, and on the graph editor, I'm gonna give each handle about 60% influence. Good. Now that we have this animation, it is time to add the twist effect into it. Now, before we get to time displacement effect, first you need to know about the displacement map effect. Now, according to help.adobe, the displacement map effect distorts a layer by displacing pixels horizontally and vertically based on the color values of pixel in the controller layer specified by the displacement map property. Now, time displacement effect just animate these pixels horizontally and vertically based on time rather than animating them on the X and Y axis. So in order to make the time displacement effect, first you need a displacement map which consists of a solid layer with a gradient applied on it. Now the gradient should consist of a black and white color because the time displacement effect takes only the black and white pixels of the layer and animate it over time. Okay, so now that we know about time displacement, the first step that we need to do is that we need to create a displacement map for ourselves. So I'm going to right click in an empty space in here, and in new, I'm going to click on solid again. And I'm going to call this one a displacement map. Now, all we need to do is that we need to add a gradient ramp effect into it. All right, now for the next step, all we need to do is that we're going to go towards the new, and we're going to create a new adjustment layer. And this time, I'm going to add the effect time displacement. All right, so I'm going to hide this layer, and I'm going to push it downwards towards here. Now, I'm going to change the time displacement to the time displacement map, and then I'm going to change the source to effects and masks. Now, as you see, as soon as I've done that, we will have an effect like this. But right now, the effect looks too glitchy. So we need to increase the time resolution to a number such as 1500. But as soon as I done that, you see the rendering time has drastically increased. Now, what I'm going to do is that to fix that problem still, I'm going to decrease the max time displacement time to something like 0.3. Now we're going to wait again. Okay, this seems good, but we need to offset our letters. So I'm going to turn off the adjustment layer for now, and then I'm going to select the Friday outlines layer, and then I'm going to go towards the motion tools, and I'm going to click on extract button in here. So this will just explode every content inside of the shape layer and makes a separate layer for it. And now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to select everything, and I'm going to offset these keyframes by 5 frames. So now we have a shape like this, which is exactly what I want. And lastly, I'm going to turn on the time displacement map effect again. So here's the final result, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button, as it will help me out a lot for my future videos. Thank you so much. Goodbye.